Hello Aries, welcome to my channel Surabhi, and in this video we'll be seeing what's going on between you and your person, the love life of you and your person. So on one side will be your energies, on the other side will be the energies of the person you're dealing with, and then the most likely outcome. Please feel free to swap the characters according to your situation. So let's see what's there for Aries. What's there on your side, Aries? Okay, so on your side we have the Five of Wands. So either some sort of a confusion or some sort of a conflict or an argument is going on in your life or in your mind or with the other person. Let's see what is the energies on your person's side. So on your person's side we have the Queen of Wands. So this person is quite confident, feeling very attractive. This person is very confident and maybe very attractive, seductive, whatever you call it, but this person is very good and it's a nice vibe to this person. If you're dealing with somebody very attractive, the most likely outcome for this situation, the Seven of Swords. So somebody is hiding something from you. Either somebody is hiding their emotions from you or not committing. We'll see that. We'll clarify what it is all about. Okay, so let's see what is this Five of Wands here for on your inner sides, Aries. So for Five of Wands we have the Fool, the Six of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what is this kind of Queen of Wands here for on your person's side. So for the Queen of Wands we have the Two of Cups, the Hermit, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, let's see what is this Seven of Swords here for as the most likely outcome. Why is the Seven of Swords here for as the most likely outcome? So for the Seven of Swords we have the Temperance, the Chariot, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so Aries, what I feel here is this Five of Wands seems to be some sort of a confusion in your own head, in your own mind. Okay, maybe it is a struggle between your in your mind and heart, because for some reason maybe, or maybe this phase is even over, because I see you taking a leap of faith for some towards your own happiness. That is what you want. You are making a new beginning, you are taking a leap of faith, and you are just wishing and wanting happiness for your own self. Maybe there has been some time of this conflict and argument with this person or otherwise in your life, that you've been focusing on yourself, and the way you've been focusing on yourself was the main target was that you wanted happiness for yourself. For some of you it can be you want a reconciliation with someone, you want to reunite with someone, and maybe that what this is what the confusion is about, that should I or should I not, or maybe it is related to the outcome, that if I go and talk to this person, if I want to reconcile with this person, will they agree? Can be that also. But for most of you, what I feel is it is all about wanting happiness. The ultimate desire here is wanting happiness, whatever way it is your own life, and you want to focus on your own happiness. That is what it is. It's like maybe you've been dealing with some sort of stress or argument in your recent past or even currently, but you are mainly focused on getting your happy times back, and you are ready to work on that. You are working on that, rather I should say. So maybe the conflict is about that, though you want a reconciliation, though you want happy times back, but the thing is, maybe are you ready to invest the happiness which you are getting alone? Are you ready to compromise on that with the other person? It can be that also. So it's like the confusion seems to be about that, should I invest in this relationship or not, because it's been really tough that now I've been focusing on myself. I'm happy alone. It's like you know that you are happy alone, you are an independent person, and you are just thinking, should I invest in this relationship, will it be worth it, something like that. But yes, you do have somebody on your mind. Maybe this person is from your past. Okay, so for the Queen of Wands on your person's side, we have the Two of Cups, the Hermit, and the Seven of Wands. Yes, this person also views you as their soulmate, the friendship. This is a beautiful partnership. Yes, maybe you are friends since childhood. It can be that also, and maybe that is some sort of a reluctancy of committing. It can be that also, but yes, there is similar energy on this person's side. This person also views you as the two of cups. They view you as your soulmate, equal partnership, and it's a beautiful connection. But what I feel is, with the hermit and the seven of wands, this person is also not opening up. Okay, so what I feel here is you are also working on yourself, or maybe you are happy alone type of a vibe, and you are also conflicted. Should I or should I not? It can be, since both of you are not opening to each other, maybe you're not even sure of the other person's feelings, and that is why. Because here also with the hermit and the seven of wands, I really don't see this person also opening up. So the bond is there, the love and affection, everything is there, but perhaps both of you are not opening up for your own reasons, and that is why we have the seven of wands swords here, which is hiding your feelings, hiding what you feel from the other person, and not opening up and not committing to each other, not even perhaps showing your feelings to each other. That is what I feel. For the seven of swords, we have the temperance, the chariot, and the knight of cups. So what I feel here is that maybe this is a time of a transition. It will take some sort of a time maybe for both of you to figure out that you really need to be committing to each other or not, or maybe you want to step ahead in this situation or not. But yes, what I feel is, once this balance is achieved, one of you at least will open up first, and things will just get rolling. It'll be beautiful. There is love definitely in this connection. Maybe this is just the time that you people are taking to perhaps figure out that should we open up or not. Does the other person feel the way I feel? It can be that. Okay, so it's something like that, because both of you have your own, kept the feelings to your own self. No, both the connection is there, that love and vibe, everything is there, but for whatever reasons both of you are not opening up. Okay, but yes, one of you ultimately will open up first. Things are getting sorted out, and or you will be able to figure where to take it, how to do it, sort of. It can be the conflict of how should I tell the other person. It's like that fear or that reluctancy also, that should I open up, should I not, that is one thing, and how should I do it, it can be that also. But with the knight of cups, definitely one of you is definitely going to make a move forward in this situation, and once this is done, things will get moving very fast. Let's see what is the guidance from the oracle cards. What is the guidance from this oracle card for your reading? Okay, this is number 27, maybe of some significance for you. Spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. As I said, maybe this is somebody whom you know from the past. If you believe in past connections, then maybe that. But yes, it is definitely a soulmate kind of an energy. There is a strong bond here, and maybe fear of opening up can be just because you don't want to hurt the other person, or you don't even want to lose the friendship which is there, because maybe that is the fear, and that is why this five of wands is showing up. Okay, that should I open up or should I not open up? Maybe that if I open up or tell them about my commitment or my feelings, the other person may even stop the friendship. It can be anything. It will be different for different people. But yes, Aries, I think it will take a it will move forward. So that's all I have for you. Hope it helps, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye.